I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of Introduction to Python Programming. In this session, I'm going to discuss about the file path. So we are going to talk about absolute path and relative path if I talk about the concept of file path. Let's get to understand what's the meaning of absolute path and relative path independently. So first of all, to identify for example, either file or directory, I need to find out I need to specify the address or a location using the following methods. So to specify the address or location, we are going to use two important methods. They are absolute path. Other one is called a relative path. These are the two important things you need to remember, right? So let's understand the difference between absolute path and relative path in greater details. First of all, I'll be talking about what is the meaning of absolute path. So remember, absolute path specifies the complete location of a file or directory starting from the root of directory of the file system. So it will specify the entire location of the file. Correct? Now, starting to ending entire thing it is going to specify. Remember that it's not like a specific one. It's a like a very lengthy lengthy file location. Moreover, it is not dependent on the current working directory of the program. That is another thing. So for example, if you want to have the absolute path of your working file, what you can do is you can go to collaboratory, Google collaboratory, then just type like absolute underscore path. So if you type absolute underscore path, you will be getting like the name of the drive, then colon, then we have the forward slash, then we have again slash, two slashes are available, then user forward slash, double forward slash document like that is going to, this is your file. So to specify the file starting from the drive, again you can see the location, then user document, like that, there is a lengthy path you can observe. This is known as absolute path. I think you understood. .txt is my file. To specify the location of the file, I am going to follow from the C drive, then another directory, that is user, then again one more directory, then one more document. Like that, it is the too lengthy way to address address the location of the given file. So this method is known as absolute path. Okay. Moreover, it is too lengthy actually, too lengthy. A to Z complete path will be specified. Okay. So that is a speciality of absolute path. If I if I talk about like a relative path, what is the meaning of relative path? It specifies the location of the file or directory related to the current working directory of the program. Okay. Moreover, we can say it's very shorter, precise, and convenient way to refer the files. Okay, that's a specialty. To represent the relative path, I am going to use this command folder, then slash example.txt. To specify the location of the file, I am going to use like a folder name, then again example.txt. This is my file. My file is example.txt. So it's available in the given folder. So this method is known as relative path. The advantage is it is very shorter and crisp, but the drawback is it is very difficult to identify where is the origin, right? Like that's the other drawback of relative path. So further comparison is made in the table. You can see we have the features, then we have absolute path and relative path. Let me talk about the starting from the root directory. Absolute path will always start from the root directory, where relative path is going to start from the current working directory. If I talk about the portability, absolute path is very less portable, where relative path is more portable. If I talk about the length, usually longer. Absolute path is very lengthy, I told you already, where relative path is very much shorter. If I talk about like a present scenario, your usage scenario, it's a fixed file location where relative path is actually according to the project-based file access. If I talk about like operating system, for Windows operating system, this is a normal way to represent the absolute path. For Windows operating system, this is actually the general method to adopt the relative path. If I talk about the Linux or Mac OS, then we have like a slash home user doc file text, where relative path will be like a doc bar or slash file.txt. This is a method. Please do remember this table. It will help you to understand the relative path and absolute path very clearly. For the programming part, you can directly go to collaborator and type like a absolute underscore path. So definitely you will be getting the path like a working directory, like working present file. Where is your present file that you can easily identify. So in this video, I discussed about the major difference between relative path and absolute path. So this topic is belong to file path, right? So please do understand what is relative path, what is absolute path. Also try to solve the university question paper. Okay, you can refer the university question paper. It's downloadable. If you don't get the paper, I can download and send you, or I can create a new folder. Depends on your convenience. I'll do the needful. So even you can directly communicate through the like a comment box also. I'm very happy to answer back. So in this session, I discussed about what is the meaning of relative path and what is absolute path. So I have given some examples as well for that you can understand it very clearly. Let me know if you have any queries related to my presentation. So if you are watching our channel first time, I request you to subscribe. Also, to get the similar kind of video, I request you to subscribe along with you to notify the bell button. Apart from that, I request you to share this video for the society. Let everybody get benefited. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you all the very best for your future endeavor. Thank you all.